Hey y'all, it's me again, and I have another review video for you. This time I will be reviewing Clinton Kelly's I Hate Everyone Except You. Stick around to see what my thoughts are on this book. Hey y'all, it's Jen, and welcome back to my channel, Ifers Inklings. Today I have a review video for you, and I will be reviewing Clinton Kelly's I Hate Everyone But You. This is a memoir by Clinton Kelly. If you don't know who Clinton Kelly is, he is one of the personalities on The Chew. That's, I believe, his most recent TV role. He was also on What Not to Wear years ago, and that's what I know him from, is What Not to Wear. I don't watch The Chew, and I've never seen an episode of it. But this is his memoir, and it starts when he is a young kid and kind of goes through modern times. And it jumps back and forth through different aspects of it. This book is 221 pages. I did actually end up listening to this on audiobook that I borrowed from my library. The audiobook version of this is only about 5 hours long, so I knocked it out really quickly one day at work while I was doing a boring task of putting locks on lockers. And if you follow any of my reading vlogs, you will know that some of my thoughts on it as well. I actually really enjoyed this book. I like memoirs. I like celebrity memoirs quite a bit, actually. I've read several this year, and I've really enjoyed them. I felt that this book was really funny. I thought it was a very interesting and honest portrayal of Clinton Kelly. I really could see him talking about everything in this book. I felt like I was sitting down with him discussing these stories in his life. It helps that the audiobook is read by Clinton Kelly, so it really was him telling me these stories. Potentially offensive content, yeah, there probably is some. Clinton Kelly's a gay man, and he's got some gay stories, and he's got some foul language, and he has, you know, if that's not your thing and you don't want to read about that or hear about it, then you probably would be offended by that. I wasn't, but some people might be. So I was completely captivated by this book, by his stories. I think Clinton Kelly has always been funny, and it was really interesting to me to see how he became part of What Not to Wear, and that life, the stories through What Not to Wear. There are some stories that are around The Chew in here that I don't have any idea what it's about, so those weren't as interesting to me. But all in all, it was still pretty enjoyable. I did read this for my book club. This was our last month's book club pick, so that is why I read it. I didn't even know he had this book out, but I'm glad I did. A quote that I particularly enjoyed, let me see if I can find it. So this is from page 194 to 195. In it, he talks about he doesn't really like social media a lot because people are assholes, basically, and he also is very big on grammar and likes to correct people's grammar. So that's what this chapter is actually about. And he's talking about some of his communications through social media. And so I'm just going to read this. It's gonna take me a while because it is two pages here. It says, and no, my feelings aren't easily hurt or anything. Spend 13 years in the television industry, and you too can develop a thick layer of emotional calluses necessary for a successful career. If you don't like my sense of humor, I don't care. If you don't like my clothes, I don't care. If you don't like my sexuality, I don't care. If it makes you feel better about yourself to tell me I'm a worthless sack of crap, knock yourself out. But I'd prefer you do it using your real name with your actual photo and impeccable English, which never happens. For example, I received this message on Facebook from a woman named Irene with 2 friends and a cat avatar. You're always talking about drinking on The Chew. I hope you get fired because you're an alcoholic and an idiot. Alcoholic is spelled A-L-K-A-H-A-L-I-C, by the way. It says, to which I replied, Dear Madam, thank you for your lovely note. Please allow me to address your 2 main points forthwith. The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism suggests that men not exceed 4 drinks per day or a total of 14 per week. Most weeks I consume less than half of that amount. Nevertheless, I appreciate your implied concern. If your hopes and dreams include me being fired from my job, I encourage you to share them with the executives at ABC Disney. For best results, you may want to include your correspondence reasons for my termination other than your belief that I am an idiot. Sorry. Because you have been so kind as to share your opinion of me directly with me, cutting out any middleman, I hope you will allow me to return the favor. Granted, I know less about you than you may about me, but with what little I do know is rather telling. Mostly, I am aware that the public education system in your state has failed you miserably, and for that I am sorry, not just for you, but for our country as a whole. Because you seem to have been denied English class after the 5th grade, I am happy to provide you with some of the highlights. I can't read today. Your is Y-O-U-R is a possessive pronoun. That is, it indicates that someone or something belongs to you. For example, one might refer to your cat figurine collection, your bed sores, or your belief that Tom Selleck can hear your heart's lustful cries for him. Your, Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, is a contraction of the words you and are. For example, instead of writing, you are apparently unaware of any software that might correct blatant spelling errors. To adopt a more conversational tone, I can write, you're apparently unaware, ... You get the idea, I hope. Proper nouns, such as the titles of TV shows, are always capitalized. Words beginning with a vowel receive the article an. And there is no K in the words alcohol or alcoholic. There is, however, a K in Alka-Seltzer. Speaking of which, I need some. Wow, do I have the mother of hangovers today. Remind me to never mix tequila, bath salts, and Venezuelan hookers ever again. Until our electronic paths cross again, I wish you peace. Sincerely, Clinton. So that is kind of a good example of the humor you will find in this book. Like I said, I really enjoyed it, and I do highly recommend it. I believe I gave it 5 stars. And if you're looking for a good celebrity memoir, I would highly recommend you check this one out. That is it of my review for I Hate Everyone Except You by Clinton Kelly. If you enjoyed this review, please give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button over there because I would love to have you as part of my BookTube family. And if you'll hit that bell icon, you will be notified when I post new videos. Until next time, bye.